Why, hello there, gorgeous. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. We're going to learn how to get this halo eye. I really enjoyed making this video, even though I have a couple fails like this one. I didn't record a proper introduction. I spaced it out, but anyway, this eye look really complements any eye color, obviously brown, and it would look great with green and blue eyes, so I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so first things first, we're gonna moisturize, of course. I am using the Thomas Roth Camu Power, and this really helps moisturize in terms of like brightening, because it has 30 times the power of an orange, so you're really gonna get all the vitamin C that you need throughout the day. Now I am going to spray myself. This is a freshwater rose toner. I love it because it really helps refresh my face, wake me up. I need to wake up. Pore refining solution serum. I like this one as a primer. It doesn't say it's a primer, but I like it for your pore size. It's just because the fact that I am getting skincare with it. So I use it as a primer. Next, I'm going to take my Nude Miracle Lancome. And I like using this one because it really helps smooth out your skin. Okay, I need a little bit more of my foundation.
Oh my gosh.
Good thing I'm wearing my brush though. Now moving on, prep the eyes. I'm gonna use my Painterly Paint Pot by MAC. Next thing I use is this Light Peach Corrector by MAC. It comes separately. And I like using this because it really helps neutralize like underneath my eyes. It does look really light, but it's also really creamy. It's kind of like the Bobbi Brown under eye corrector. I just ran out of that. I am going to use my Maybelline concealer and sand sable. You can put it on as a triangle, you can go in to it like this, however you want to. I like using it as a highlighter. Blend it out. I'm just gonna use a little bit of concealer. More concealer. This is the Pro Longwear by MAC. And I just like to use more concealer because I am so dark underneath my eyes. It's gross. It really helps like adhere it, and almost like I like highlighting and then putting that concealer on top, like the finishing concealer, just because that's the very last thing I want on my face before setting my powder, my concealer. And now I'm going to pack my setting powder with my beauty blender. I'm going to go down the nose as well because I get really oily on my nose. Now I wanted to do this eye. Someone tagged me in and it's like really bright, but I just thought it would look cool with the hair. Like she has blue eyes, obviously I don't. So I think it really complemented her eyes. So let's hope it complements my hair. I am going to be using the Urban Decay Electric palette. I have so many like bright color palettes that I haven't even touched it. Maybe I've touched it once, like the green or something, but look, like the thing's still on there. But we're gonna try it out. I mean, I think I can do this, right? Like I'm a little scared. Now for this, I do use the Sephora brand eyeshadow palette just because there's so many like warm tones in this that I like using. First a crease with a bigger crease brush, just to really help get it in there. Like a darker red, I go in and emphasize that crease. Now for some reason this brush makes it like makes a line right there, so I want that line gone. So I'm going to be using a bigger brush. This is the Sephora number 19 brush. And I'm gonna go in and blend it out again. And just keep blending forever. Okay, now I'm gonna go into the orange. I'm like slightly scared, so I'm gonna use a smaller blending brush, and this is the number 217 by MAC. To make it more orange. Oh my gosh, I love it. such an exciting color. It's like bright. I'm glad I had some colors underneath though, or else it would have been like bam. Alright, the same thing that we did on the top, we have to do on the bottom. So I grab, this one's from Smashbox, like really short bristled brush with the orange toned first. Now I'm gonna go into like my reddish tone. And I go into like a smaller brush too. But it's a different brush because the other one was like, it had like longer bristles and it was shorter. Now this one's more like a blending brush. I'm using this MAC pigment. It's called Lily White. I need water. So the reason I grab water is just to make the pigment adhere better. Oh, it's really pretty. It's like white. Lily white. And for her eyes, she also has it like right in the middle, right here. To make it easier for you, you just do it once. Just like pack it in the middle and then go outward with whatever you have in the brush. So I already added my eyelashes because I take way too long. So for the bronzer part, I like using the Anastasia Beverly Hills, the contour palette. And I like using this color. I like building up on it. Like I don't like just putting a ton of bronzer on and then being like, oh crap. Now with my Ida brush, I go into the color Havana, which is in the color in the middle. And I just go in and go straight down from the ear down to the chin. Now for me, I like to round out my contour just so it creates this cheekbone right here that I don't obviously have. And it like creates it for you. Do you see? It's like a C motion. And that's because I have an oval face. For other face shapes it'll be different, but for me I have no cheekbones. Now going into the banana color, I like to just keep it right in here. Again, creating that cheekbone. And then setting around the nose because I get really red. Getting a little bit more bronzer. And so you don't see, like, you want a sharp line but you don't want to see it. As for the nose contour, I like going into both Havana and the bronzer color. I like to just combine them both, get a little bit of it, and get a little small brush. And you want to keep it right on the bone. You don't want to go anywhere outer. And go straight into it. Even if you think it's too close, it's not too close. And that's for anyone that has more of a wide nose. If you already have a skinny nose, you don't want to do this. But this is just to thin out your nose. I do like going into my ambient palette by Hourglass and just kind of highlighting and contouring on top of my highlight and contour just to help it, like when I take pictures I don't see like a glare. And I'm gonna go into dim light, and they sell these separately as well, but I like using this because I like using it as a contour. Now I go into my highlighter and I use this as like setting underneath my eyes, setting my nose, just so you don't see like the powdery look. It gives you like a nice luminous look. I'm not gonna add any blush just because I don't want any, just because I like my highlight and contour just like how it is. Now I am gonna go into my liquid lipstick. This is Kat Von D. And I go in till it's just like my inner rim of my eye. And also on the top. Why couldn't it have been like on the brow? It was like right below the brow where the highlight is. It's like, why? Okay, I fixed it. We good. I don't have it in the video, but it's because I was just like, I was about to have a like nervous breakdown. I'm like, oh my gosh. I just like did my eyebrows, like they're on fleek, and I'm like, bam, right on my highlight on my brow. But anyway, I just like went and just did eyeliner. It's a gel liner, so it's really easy, and it also helped because I had like white stuff on my eyelash that you could see, and I'm like, so I put a little bit of that on top, and that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that I made you maybe laugh a little bit at the end, and I hope that you also learned something from this. I mean, I know that there's a lot of things that I do not differently. I think I do it kind of the same as some people, but there are some things that I do differently for myself, and that I hope that it also works for you. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.